Hello guys, this is Pedro Raufi and you're watching everyday's show about how to trade on markets, and we're going to check the news background starting from the news background of the world, and then we're going through the assets. We're going to check the charts of forex pairs, of main stock indexes of United States, and of course we're going to check the cryptocurrency at the end of the program, so don't forget to still watch us till the end of the program, because at the end of it we are going to check the cryptocurrency prices as well. On this market review, first of all, I'm going to actually go through the news background which we have, and as you already know, and as we already have said, that the main factor nowadays on the markets is the conflict between Russia and Ukraine, which was previously, during 2 or 3 days ago, was kind of have got mild and like not that tough because of the talks which are going on, the meetings between Ukrainian delegation and Russian delegation which are going on, and because of the smoothness of these meets and some analysts' articles about the prediction that maybe everything is going to get better. For example, for today, for tomorrow, maybe for a week, not longer. All of these things and all of these predictions are kind of helping markets to renew the maximums. For example, if you pay attention on S&P 500, Dow Jones Index, and Nasdaq indexes, you will see that yes, they have been kind of renewed the minimums, but they are kind of getting higher, and that's a correctional movement. That's a correction which is not going to last long, but we just need to see what would go on further with Russia and Ukraine, what kind of phase we are going to get into, and is it going to get mild or is it going to get rough? So we have to just hear the news, listen to the news, and just pay attention on these factors. So about the stock market, as I said, mostly the minimums have been renewed, and we have a potential of the continuation of this kind of movement. I mean, downward movement for Nasdaq, for Dow Jones, and for S&P 500 as well. But another bad news is related to the crude oil market, which have been lost its own amplitude and power exactly because of the main reason, which is the meetings between Russian and Ukrainian delegation, which is making markets to just fear less than before. For example, when we know that maybe after some conversations, after some meetings, these two sides are going to not, for example, fire, or they are going to kind of agree about some ceasefire, for example, agreements, that would really help markets to kind of renew highs, and it would be not so good for oil market, and of course the commodity market, like for gold, for silver, and for palladium as well, because the price of defensive assets, the price of commodity rise when something is going wrong with market. But as I said, all of these correctional movements which we had during last day, which was reversal, all of them are correctional. So they won't last long, and just pay attention that in the near future, within some sessions, if the situation get hotter on the Eastern Europe, mostly American stock market is going to go further, deeper, and the price of oil, the price of gold and silver is going to renew the upward phase, and they're going to return to the upward phase, and just start to continue the whole movement to the new maximums. So let's check crude oil prices, which is now about 111, and that would be possible a speculative retest of 100 for 100, which could really happen in the near future, but that would be just a speculation to make bulls, to make buyers just get out of the market. So don't forget that some kind of speculation, downward speculation, would really happen, and it won't really be so good for bulls who are going to return to the bullish market, which is going to actually start within some sessions. For example, after today's American session or today's tomorrow's Asian sessions. So pay attention on this factor, and I want to actually pay their attention to the gas prices as well. As you know, the problem with gas is that Europe is using about 40% of Europe gas supply is coming from Russia, and sanctions on Russia would really kind of make markets to think that next sanctions are going to be about, for example, Nord Stream 2, or they are going to be about gas, and the bans which are going to, which are the European countries are going to prove against Russia. But nothing like that even happened. I mean, Nord Stream 2 is kind of open till yet, and they're not kind of going to close it yet. And as you see, the main trend for gas prices is upward. The downward movement for gas prices, despite all of these factors, despite the factor that even we don't have any sanctions against Nord Stream 2, prices are going higher. Don't forget about the energy crisis. Don't forget that many companies, many oil companies are not able, really are not able physically to renew that supplement which they had, for example, a year ago, because they just closed many the large amount of their own supplements after the COVID pandemic. When the COVID pandemic started, many of oil companies just started to close and started to shrink the production of oil. And because of that, now the countries members from OPEC and the countries which are the main suppliers are not really able to renew that supplement. So we have kind of impact which is now is going to still be on the markets of oil and gas, and which is about that high demand on all of these assets, which is not going to go anywhere even if war ends. So don't forget about main factors, downward movements for oil, for gas. Any downward movement, especially if it is impulsive, it would mean that prices are just showing us that they're just retesting local minimums, and then they're going to return to the upward phase again. They're going to continue the upward movement. Now, the situations kind of look like that prices could really make some speculative downward impulses, but mostly you have to get ready for next sessions, for next American session, Asian session, maybe tomorrow or after tomorrow. Prices of oil and gas are going to retest local minimums and start to go higher. So to know exactly what would go on later, you just need to pay attention to these factors. And as I said, despite all of these ceasefire agreements and all of the, as we say, hot situation when it's getting more mild, for example, if we are talking about the conflict between Russia and Ukraine, all these factors are kind of not really live for a long time. So we need to just pay attention that main trend is a harsh trend. The main thing which is now going on is the war which is continuing to go on. So don't forget that correctional movements, if you're using them for your tradings, they're going to end somehow, someday, sometime, and you just need to return to that bullish market again, or to the main trend which we have. So what's coming next, I want to actually show you some charts of commodity which we have, gold prices and silver prices. All right, here we have gold prices. Really impulsive downward movement, exactly looks like oil prices downward movements, and this is a correctional movement. Now we have the retest of a really important level of $2,000, which is a mirror level. And you know, this the only thing which is special about the mirror levels is that if you are going to strengthen above this level, it would mean the prices are going to go higher. Even if we are going to have some reversal signs here, for example, any kind of speculation, bearish speculation, won't even mean anything because this is a mirror level. So even if even if we are going to have some downward impulses, you just need to know that above 100, well, 1916, 1940, you cannot just take and sell the market for long term or for mid term. So you just need to wait for market to retest this range, and after the retest of this range, and if the prices are not going to even get inside this range, this would be already a good signal that prices are going to continue the upward movement. For now, for today, situation around the geopolitical situation is kind of getting better, but it's not going to last long. So pay attention to these factors. And the silver prices as well, we're going to check them exactly as gold. A really impulsive movement, which have already retested the local minimum. 25, 50, 25 is the range after the retest of which we would be more sure about the continuation of upward movement. If prices are going to still rise above this level, this would mean that we are buying. If prices get under this level and they stuck under the 25, 50 or 25, it would mean that prices are kind of going to make some speculation, bullish speculation. The only thing that could make oil, gold prices or silver prices to continue the downward movement is the finishing of this war, which is now going down. So before that, situation won't be really good. And what's come next is Bitcoin prices and Ethereum prices. We're going to check the situation on the market with Bitcoin and with Ethereum. As you know, Bitcoin and Ethereum, both of them are they have a straight correlation with stock market for now because of the situation which we have around Ukraine. And this straight correlation make prices to move exactly as S&P 500 or Dow Jones or Nasdaq indexes. So if stock market is going to further fall, Bitcoin prices and Ethereum prices as well are going to go further and fall. But today's impulsive retest of 40,000 of Bitcoin, this is a really could be a really bad signal for buyings because prices could really start to consolidate for 2 or 3 days in the near future, or they're going to make some speculative downward movements which would tell you that prices are going downward, but they would wait a little bit. After the retest of 38, after the retest of 36, then we can say that prices are going to go further. But for now, they would really make some highly impulsive movements or the consolidational movements, which could make you to believe that prices are kind of going to reverse just because of the really impulsive movement which you have here. But you just need to pay attention that before we get under 38,000, 36,000, the trend is bullish. So we are waiting for the continuation of this downward movement, but not today, not now. Maybe within some sessions it would happen. Ethereum as well. 2,500, 2,400 is a range after the breakthrough of which we could say the prices are going to go higher or lower. If we have an impulsive retest of this level, if we are going to observe an impulsive retest of this level, this would mean that prices are going to strengthen and rise further. But if we get stuck under 2,400 or 2,500, this would mean that prices won't really go so high. They would make some speculative upward impulses and then they're going to fall. So pay attention on the main range which we have, main local ranges, which are now getting retested by the market, and then make decisions for trading. Thank you guys that you watched this video. Don't forget to subscribe on our channel and don't forget to ring the bell so you won't miss any kind of our products and programs. Don't forget to check our official site. On our official site you can find different type and different kind of materials for yourself to learn more, and of course to trade better, because you have different packages of our trading services, in which we have courses plus instruments, different type of services, which you would really use them as a great chance for bigger and better profit. Thank you guys again. Until next time, have a good time and have a good trading. Bye bye.